howdy, y'all. Get ready. It's Fridays with Frank. It didn't automatically unmute. Well, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's Friday again. You know what that means? It's low but clipping. How about now? Oh, that's way too loud. How about now? How does that sound, Mr. Low but clipping? Now it's too high. Uh, I just worked this out last night, so I don't know why. I don't know why. I have. Let's see. Yeah, that's all good there. Let me just make sure it's on the right microphone, right? Yeah, I'm on the correct microphone. Yeah, I'm on the right mic. Let's see. Really, Mark? Really? Mark, you're scaring me here. You're scaring me. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can do this. Mark, you're scaring me here. You're absolutely scaring me. Yes, I have new setups going. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood. All right. So, before I get started, I want to sound level so-so. Really? Really? Hollywood? What say you? Hollywood? What say? Am I not close talking the microphone enough, or what's going on here? What's going on, Hollywood? While we're waiting on that, let's see here. Share this. Y'all know the drill. Discord is open. I am in the let me unmute myself. I am in live stream dash chat. If you wish to join, come on by and say hello, or ask a question or whatever. Lots of fun there. And there's something. Oh yeah, I'm still shy to watch hours, folks. It's getting there, but I'm still shy to make more magic happen. So if we can keep that blue bar going that way, it would be much appreciated. As well as that number. That number and this number right here need to go up a little bit. And the mixer says I'm peaking at 0. I'm averaging -4. So there you go, Hollywood. You're just here for the audio checks. Well, Mark, you missed out because I'm pretty sure, hopefully, I'm pretty sure, hopefully, we fine-tuned everything last night, and there's going to be no more issues. So, fingers crossed. But with that, folks, I'm doing something new. When this is, let's see, I want to get rid of that. And we're just going to off and off that. By the way, if y'all are interested, links, scan the QR code, or it will pop up here in chat shortly. Nightbot is enabled, so you can use all the fancy Nightbot commands if you want. Oh, ignore the hum, John. John, you mean the hum that just went away? That hum? Yeah, ignore the hum. Absolutely. Turns out, the power supply magnetic field is close enough to interact with the microphone, at least for now. I'm still working on rearranging the studio shack, so I can only do so much per time. But with that, I have this new fancy thing I'm going to be doing, and big shout out to the person who suggested it. You know who you are. Before we get into Q and AMA, I'm going to have four little segments. Shouldn't take more than about 15 minutes to get through. And the first one is the railroad term of the day. So, for those that don't know, there is such a thing as slack action. And that's where, when we start to take off or we start to slow down, you know, trains aren't one solid piece. They're a bunch of cars and engines and whatnot, all connected together with couplers, right? They're connected together with couplers, and they make. Let's see. They do that. Well, there's a little bit of action there with the couplers, right? Well, that little action is called slack. Now, when we start to move, especially on shorter trains, it's more apparent. But on longer trains, if it's done right, it's not as apparent. But when a train starts moving, the first locomotive starts moving, and then that starts pulling on the second one, and then that starts pulling on third, so on and so forth. And that wave travels all the way to the back of the train. And that's the slack action, going from all loosey-goosey to nice and tight. Same thing happens when we slow down or come to a stop, except in reverse. It starts at the back and works the way forward. That's why sometimes you'll see a train stretch or bunch up and feel a thump if you're riding in a rail car. If you feel that thump, the engineer's really not doing his job right. But I won't go into details on that. But I will share an image here. This is what a slack gap or bunched and compressed looks like. So that left side image there, either you're at a stop or you're not, or you're coming to, you're braking, it slacks up, it loosens up, so you get that slack gap there where everything's nice and tight and strained against each other, technically. And then when it's bunched and compressed, that's when you get things going on there. So you have that going on, and it can get rather loud sometimes. It can definitely get rather loud, and it's quite interesting. That's there. If it's the LIR, it's delayed. Yeah, yeah. Long Island, Acela, Metro North, absolutely. Hey Tim, good to see you in here. Let's see here. Eamon came in. There you go. So that is your slack action. Fun fact, that's also why coffee, when there were cabooses at the back of the train, way down here, that's why coffee used to be considered a high-risk activity, because you didn't know when that slack was going to hit you. Now, with today's DPU, or distributed power units, so say there's, 4 units up here and 3 units on the rear end, ideally what should happen when starting from a dead stop is the 3 units on the rear are sent a command to start shoving everything forward, and then the head end units start, once that slack is all bunched together, then the head end starts pulling, and there's no slack action at all. It's nice and smooth. And then the same goes for reverse, for slowing down. We start braking, so we're pushing against the rear end is pushing on the front, and we start braking, slowing down, then the engineer tells the rear end, all right, start braking, and that slack gets going there. So there's your first little bit of railroad terms of the day. Let me know in the comments below or over in live chat if you guys like this. The second bit, railroad myth of the week, and this one's a big one for me. Trains can stop quickly if the crew is paying attention. I don't want to tell you guys how many times I have heard that. No, no, and no. Absolutely not. Actually, I just realized I'm a little low here. Let me click, and there we go. Now you can see things better. All right. So we can stop if the crew's paying attention. No, absolutely not. In reality, a freight train, we average 46, 47 miles an hour from point A to point B. There is a speed limit, but we operate mostly on speed restrictions. So our average speed is 46 miles an hour. At that speed, it can take over just a mile to stop. And we don't want to use the emergency braking because that's a whole mess and all in its own. But regardless, steel wheels on steel rails really don't have the same kind of friction that, say, rubber tires have on pavement. I can put it this way: take your rubber tires and go out into a sand dune, and you're not okay. Not a sand dune, like not a sandy sand dune, but a sand dune. Once you get going, it takes you a bit to stop, right? Okay. So by the time we see a car stuck on the tracks, it's too late to stop. Car, animal, person, whatever. It's too late to stop. We'll stop. It's just going to be mile plus down the road. That's one reason why engineers at the grade crossings constantly go da da di da. The letter Q in Morse code is our horn signal for grade crossings. It's not to be annoying or anything, but it's a safety feature to be like, hey, we're coming. So if the gates fail, like in the middle of winter in the Midwest or the East Coast or whatever, if the gates fail, you listen for that horn. And that is why, and this leads into this railroad myth of the week, that is why you, as a conscientious four-wheel driver, somebody in a car, truck, SUV, ute, whatever, RV, at any grade crossing, unless it's very obvious that it's no longer used. There are some, if the tracks are paved over, but the gates are still there, no train's coming. But at your active mainline right away, stop for like 3 seconds. Look both ways. Pretend you're crossing a street, okay? Look both ways. Look right, look left, look right, whatever. If you don't see a train coming, then go across. Take that extra 3 seconds. It's worth it. Because if the gates have malfunctioned or gone bad for whatever reason, and there is a train coming from one way or the other, you will see it before before tragedy happens. So there you go. It's not about skill or attention on our part. It's the physics of things and how things operate. Yeah, John, exactly. Don't F with the tracks. Absolutely. That's Aaron. Brian says, just like in trucking, how long does it take to stop 80,000 pounds at 70? It takes 1.3 seconds with air brake delay to begin hitting the brakes. Right? Okay, so I don't know exactly about the trucking industry, but, we're 2-3 miles long at this point at 45, 46 miles an hour. If we're really out there in the middle of nowhere, like out in the middle of the desert, a lot of that track's good for 70, and if you can get up to 70, you're doing great. So you have 3 miles, and the brakes are all air actuated. So you have to wait for the air to get through the whole train in order for a full service application to happen. Now, by the time you see a car stuck on the tracks or somebody walking across the tracks or walking down the right of way, you have maybe maybe a mile, if that, mile and a half at most. And you're a 3 mile long train and you have no air in the system and you're doing 70. You're not stopping for another 3 miles, guaranteed. So there you go. That's there. Check out the link you sent to the email. Okay, will do. When a train plows through a trailer, is there any danger to the engineer and conductor? The engineer is technically the driver. Driver is a British term, but we won't go there. It depends upon the trailer, the contents, how we plow through it. There's a lot of variables there. I will leave it at that. Let me move this up here since I no longer need that window. And then the last one for this time is your safety minute. This one is a big one. Do not wear headphones near your tracks. Take them out. If you're on a if you absolutely positively, and I am not endorsing this, but if you absolutely positively have to walk the right of way, take the headphones out of your ears, out of both ears. Just take them out. Don't even bother. Same at grade crossings. A lot of people have been hit at a grade crossing because they have their headphones in. They're not paying attention to the gates. They're sitting there, la, da, 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 poof. Yeah, take your headphones out. You know where the tracks are. It's very obvious. Take your headphones out, look around, stay off the rails, of course, and always remember a train can come from either direction at any time on any track. So if you have a multi-track area, so like LA or Chicago or Seattle, where there's 3 or 4 tracks at a grade crossing, you can have all 4 tracks used within 30 seconds of each other easily. One going east, one going west, one going east, one going west, 2 going east, 2 going west, 3 east, 1 west. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So take those headphones out, stay off the rails, and remember, see tracks, think train. It can come from any direction at any time. And with that's it that I have. I have 4 segments I'm going to do every week with my Fridays with Frank. It'll be right here at the intro. And if you have any questions, feel free, as I said, drop them in chat, or if you're watching this on Team Replay, drop them in comments below, and I'll try and answer them there. A mile-long train, John, we go longer than a mile. There was a train I was listening to radio the other day. There was a train, they had something like 16,700 feet. So if you figure a mile's 5,280 feet, let's just round. A mile is 5,000 feet, right? Okay, we'll go even there. That's 3.25 miles of train there. Yeah, mile-long train. Mile long is short these days. Hey, Mitch, good to see you in here. Wait, Mitch, are you actually potoing? Are you actually out doing a POTA, or are you just in a park? Not, yeah. Hey, Dawn. Yeah. Okay. Hearing aids help you hear the train come better, Dawn. Problem solved. Headphones, on the other hand, they block the sound waves. There you go. Mark, you got it. Yeah. Unfortunately, headphones are one of the most common reasons why yeah. But there are people that they will put their headphones in and they'll just la-di-da down the tracks, and we're sitting there going, you freaking morons. So you feel like you did something wrong and Frank is reprimanding you. What, for the railroad tracks or for the POTA? Good morning, Pepe. Good to see you. So, unloading and unloading a mile of train has to take forever. It doesn't have to, John, because for the most part, intermodal containers, your truck on train sort of stuff, they have those giant cranes that will lift them off and lift them onto a ship, or onto the ground to be transferred to a truck or whatever. They can get through a 3 mile train in just under 10 hours. And they have like 4 cranes at any given time that could be working. And usually they only have to use 2 or 3 to do the whole thing. So, let's see here. Has the railroad holiday rush ended to get you back to your regular work schedule? Sort of. Not 100%. The railroad doesn't have a schedule per se, Brian. But yes, I'm still working my tail off, if that's the question. Oh yeah, watching videos of people falling on the tracks in subway. Yeah, that's just, and especially considering subways could be third rail voltage. So the third rail is literally right. There's the 2 rails, and then so there's the 2 rails, and then a third rail right here. That's the electrical side, and that third rail is 600 volts. That's not going to be a pretty day at all. Oh, Pepe, you didn't miss anything. So I'm doing this new thing at the beginning of my Fridays with Frank where I do 4 different segments talking about the railroad, because railroad conductor and rail fan and, all that. So I'm doing a new thing starting today. And Mitch came in here talking about how he was doing POTUS stuff. And I'm like, is he really? Because I know Mitch. Yeah, the spicy rail, John. Absolutely, the spicy rail. Yeah, that's a one the spicy rail. All right, let's see here. Oh, very cool, Eamon. Thanks for that. I will take a look at that later. I just clicked into my email real quick to see that. So thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, Brian, I don't. Well, it says message retracted, but I can still see it on the back end here for me. Yeah, that's not a great thing. Not a great thing at all, but I get it. Oh, okay, okay. So Mitch apparently got 25 contacts for today. So, Mitch, was that before or after 4 p.m.? Because if that was all before 4 p.m., that's technically yesterday now. If it was after 4 p.m., then yeah, that's today. Let's see. Yeah, the third rail. So the third rail being more of a problem. Third rail, sand traps, booby traps. Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Oh, now you've gone fishing. Is that what you're saying, Mitch? You've gone fishing now. So, oh, Tim, don't even get me started on the weak bones if you didn't drink enough milk. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guilty. There's a reason why my body cannot handle straight milk anymore. So there you go. So yeah, with that, let's just hop into a general Q&A here. You guys got questions? Well, you know the drill. You got questions? I got answers. Whether or not I actually answer, that's up to me, I guess, right? So trains, ham radio, because this is a ham radio channel. photography related, you ask, I can try and answer. We'll see how well that goes, right? Oh yes, your super antenna. I so Mitch on the river at Black Point. I don't think that's part of the Poda Park. So hopefully that's not where you did the activation from. Hey Jason, good to see you in there. I don't think he's at Quartz Fest. I didn't think he was going, so he should be streaming tonight. Let's see. I can. Let's see. Does his thing say? No. So let me send a coordination message. Oh yes, and while we're waiting for that to come in, there is actually one other thing I wanted to show you guys that I almost forgot about. But I have to pull it up on the sharing monitor first. All right. Now it's on the sharing monitor. So speaking of Quartz Fest, Wonder Hussy, Sarah Jane, is at, well, I think she's leaving tomorrow, after tomorrow. So she is out at Quartz Fest, and she is a great travel style type uh YouTuber. She doesn't do your typical travel stuff. She goes out and finds like mysterious places, or talks about, she went and did a video about Marie Curie's remote desert getaway cabin, or her calendars that she does, or stuff, and this is all across the Southwest and the Western states. She is looking to get to 300,000 subs, and I know for a fact she's just a few hundred or so away. So if you haven't yet, and I'll drop this in the chat here, go check out Wonder Hussy and tell her, because she knows me as Frank's Rails, tell her Frank's Rails sent you. Just go into our recent video and say, hi from Frank's Rails crew, or something like that. Has anyone made a train car into an antenna, and will it ham? I don't think they've made the physical car into an antenna, Mark, but there used to be AM antennas that would run along the roof of suburban coaches and whatnot, and long distance trains. And so, yeah, you could easily, run 160 meters on a train. Absolutely. So there is always that. Yeah, 4 during the winters, 5 during the summers, Mitch. Absolutely. Yep, Brian, you have a good point there. The track would, but you have to find non-rusty track. And going back to the safety bit at the end of my railroad segment there, um, finding non-rusty track that you wouldn't interfere with the signal logic in the tracks and whatnot. Yeah, that gets a little dicey. But don't worry, I'll talk about signal logic another week. No activation, just giving points. Okay, so you weren't activating POTA then, Mitch. You were just hunting. Mitch, we got to talk about your wording here. I was so happy and excited that you went out and did your very first on your own solo POTA activation, because that's how you worded it. Shame on you, Mitch. Or we're gonna have to we're gonna have to fix you up there. Give you a little razzle dazzle. Hey, Brant. Oh, thank you. I might. That I don't know how well that would do, but I might do a video about that. There's been a lot of trial and error here. So, and I have a lot going on the back end. I do know sometime in December it was. I did a quick little take my phone and show you behind the scenes, but that whole setup has now changed. That setup is no longer a thing. I have rearranged the whole thing. So, hi, Wild Radio. Good to see you in here. Yeah, but Brian, knowing where he was not in the park. I can actually, I can even POTA map it for you. So I'll come over here, allow this time. I want California. So, knowing we're gonna use here we go. We're gonna use Frank as Frank's gonna get big here, and I'm actually gonna turn off the overlay so I can just go like this. So, knowing Mitch, he was right here in this green area. This is a little fishing spot along the Petaluma River. So, had he been up here or down here or way over here on this side, let's see. Get my hand in the frame there. If he'd been over here on this side or right here or up here, he would have been in POTA. But no, he chose to go right here in this particular green area. So no, he would not have counted as park to park there, unfortunately, because it's outside the POTA park. And yes, Mitch, I'm calling you out with that. Absolutely. What is the impedance of train tracks used as ladder line? Well, okay, I don't know much about ladder line, Lee, so maybe Hollywood will be able to help me with this one. But isn't it the longer the ladder, the better the signal or whatever? You know, like an infed. Isn't that how ladder line works? So, how long is the piece of rail you're trying to use? If it's if it's 6 inches, forget it. If it's 3.5 miles long, you're great for all bands. All bands, all modes. Absolutely. So I I don't know how to answer that properly because I don't have experience with ladder line or using it. Let's see here. As kids, we thought the way that the train triggered the crossing guards, we would jump on the rails. I wanted to grab a jump as what Troy. We don't talk about that, but yes, that's how you do it. Um, it's not good policy, and I'm not endorsing this. I am not endorsing this. But if one were to get stuck on the tracks, if you have absolutely no other way, the car stalls, whatever, no one wants to help push you out or whatever, uh, yeah, jumper one side to the other, and it will drop the signal to stop indication because it shows a track occupancy. Hopefully, the train approaching you hasn't passed that signal yet. That's the iffy part. But rule big rules for if you get stuck on track. Back up. just back up. Those gates are meant to flex backwards. So the gates will flex backward. So you can just back up, as you know, go up on the center divide if you have to, or into the bike lane, or and then the sidewalk or whatever. Just back up. Simple as that. Those gates are meant to be bent. What's the worst that's going to happen? You get a little paint damage, but that's your own damn fault for not staying clear of the tracks and looking left and right before trying to cross them. That's just my 2 cents. Frank zooming his size reminded me of Lidsville. No hope for you. Okay, Hollywood. Okay. I saw that, Brian. I literally, because I have Discord up, I literally, the notification sitting there, saying new video posted. Yeah, Caitlin has really blown up. I'm really proud of her for that one. Troy, aren't all kids dumb at some point or another? Oh, what, Tim? You didn't like the just back up? The common sense thing? Just back up? Yeah. Oh, Wild Radio out here pulling the impedance matches for flange thickness. Okay, so that's standard gauge then. Yeah, that. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, you and I'll have to talk later about that. But yeah, just you know, if you get stuck in a crossing situation where the gates have gone down and you can't clear forward, just back up. Just back up. Simple as that. That's how I look at it. Oh, geez. The back end says that I'm delayed now, but I know I'm not. There we go. That's better. So, does that answer a few questions? And yeah, Mitch, we're gonna have to get you to POTA correctly because yeah, saying that. Let's see here. Let's see. Where was it? It was. Yeah, right here. Howdy, everyone. Hi, Frankie. DEWU1Q still out POTA-ing. That implies, Mitch, that you are doing a POTA activation, and you are not. So, shame. Would HO tracks be in the neighborhood of 600 ohms? Oh, wait. There's supposed to be a test? No test here. Just hanging out and having fun. That's all this is. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, I literally have a piece of HO track right here. You know, it's here in the studio, so why wouldn't I? It's just super dusty. Would that be 600 ohms? I mean, it's very flexible. You like trains. You like. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with that. Yeah, literally. Don't ask anything logical to go around a curve that tight, I will say that. But yeah, HO track is quite the flexible bit. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Enough of Frank being Frank. Hollywood, I don't have a VNA, so Hollywood, no VNA here, so best I could do is a tiny essay. Actually, is the tiny essay even powered? Or able to be powered right now? Come on. Can't tell I have a bunch of crap in my drawer with tiny essay, can you? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it boots up. Ooh, the yellow line thinks it's a green screen. Yeah, no VNA here. Hey, Dave, good to see ya. Does anyone smell popcorn? I don't know, Tim. Do you smell popcorn? Oh, Jason, you think the tiny SA is a lightning rod these days? You should see the email that I'm. Oh, dang it, Mike! Now I want some bacon. Let's see here. Can I pull this up without revealing too much? Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. If I scroll to. Yeah, no, we'll just do it this way. This will be the biggest tease ever. I wonder what Frank's getting. Just show the whole thing. No, Tim, I'm not going to show the whole thing. You got to wait for the video for that. What's the fifth harmonic on the tracks? That's a good question, Hollywood. That's a very good question. Let's see. Paul smelled pop Skittles from his freezer's dryer for tomorrow. Popped Skittles. How do you pop Skittles, Paul? Like, Skittles are just candy. How do you pop them? Jason, you notice I have a better grip on mine. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna ask. I get freeze drying stuff, but why Skittles? Why freeze dry Skittles? That one I do not get. Oh boy. That's something else. Paul, do I really want to? Like, okay, so I don't like Skittles anyway. So we'll. I love how the first result is Amazon. Of course, the first result's Amazon these days. They taste the same, but don't break your teeth like popcorn. Popcorn breaks your teeth? Really? Okay. Um. Oh no. See, Tim, EOD Tim, that comment, straight to jail, straight to prison. You do no. You that is where trust issues are born with. Just straight to jail with that one. Oh boy. I'm overscanning my video input. What, when I go out of frame here? What are you talking about, Tim? Gray Man Tim. Hey, John. By the way, thanks for the follow on Twitch. So for, I'm not going to deep dive who, what, where, why, how, but for those that know, I am going to be on Twitch on certain nights only, and YouTube and Twitch both nights. So please go follow over on Twitch so that you know when I go live there with stuff that I'm not going to go live here on YouTube with, because there are some times where YouTube attracts the wrong crowd for things, and I want a nice clean crowd, fun crowd like we're having right now. Oh, they're like popcorn. That they don't break your teeth because okay, now I got it, Paul. Got it. Okay. Um yeah, I never liked Skittles. I tried them once. Yeah, forget it. I'll take M&Ms absolutely. No, Paul, it's attracting something else. And because I don't have my sound computer back up yet, I have to do it this way. Is this even the right clip? No, that's not even the right clip. And I hope that didn't get nope, let me I'm gonna have to do it this way. Yeah, okay, this should do it. Yep, this will do it. So that's all I gotta say. If you get the reference, you get the reference. Jason, you're not a dirtbag. No, you're anything but. You're awesome. You're cool. Oh great, my pop chat has failed me. Pop chat. Right, Paul. I can't say too much because I do have family that is big time Star Wars, so I really can't say much. But yeah, absolutely. So right now I have chat a little smaller than wild. No, not thirsty bots and cryptos. No, no, not them at all. More like that's raspberry. If you get the reference, you get the reference. I don't want to say it out loud because it will attract them, apparently. So, I'm trying to stay attraction free. I'm keeping the honey off the pot here. All right, let's fix this. I don't know why. That's the second time it's done it now where Pop Chat has been like, nope, we're going to just stop working for you and not tell you why. There we go. Yeah, okay. So Book of Boba and Andor have been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. And Grayman, I am never safe, apparently. I am never safe, unfortunately. So, okay, Paul, respectfully, I have to disagree. That wasn't the redeeming part. The redeeming part was Natalie Portman. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I am just gonna leave it at that. Oh, jeez, we're 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 gonna have to get we're gonna have to get my brother in here if we're gonna go down the Star Wars rabbit hole because that's his thing. Oh no, that's absolutely fine. Wild, I'll put it this way: you do you, boo boo. I'll do me, boo boo. We all do each other. We're all good. Yeah, you do what you like. I do what I like, and we're all good. Okay, so Tim, EOD Tim, I appreciate little Annie because in some ways he reminded me of himself. He saw an older person and went, "Yeah, that's gonna be me," and yeah, that happened. So there you go. Wait. Hi, Radio Brotherhood Tim. Oh, man. Okay, so we have all three Tims in chat. Oh, three of the four Tims. Okay. Um, you came into this late. Natalie Portman, she's your mystery honey. No, Natalie Portman is not my mystery honey. Tim, if Natalie Portman were my mystery honey, do you really think I would be working for Railroad? I'm just gonna. That's there. I can do whoever I want, Frank, but leave you out, Dave. Absolutely. Okay, Dave, you and I are on the same wavelength. We got each other. There you go. So, Obi-Wan in the original series was good. Obi-Wan in what they call episodes 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. That's there. Even the acting lines were not good. Paul. You got to look at it this way. She was meant to be the older, unobtainable wife for Annie, but he obtained her, and then technically killed her. But we'll put that aside for a second. Uh, so that's her whole. That was the whole subplot there for that one. There was no other reason. Of course, they had to give a reason as to how Luke and Leia came about, but we won't go there. Again, Paul, you can have your opinions. I'll have mine. Ian McGregor, he's great in other stuff. As Obi-Wan, hopefully my brother's not watching. Otherwise, you'll hear a door slamming in 30 seconds. Yeah. Dakota Tim, absolutely. Yeah, some of us like to play train, absolutely. I still probably would anyway, but if she were the mystery honey, then I would be playing it a whole lot less. I would be out poting a whole lot more because I'd have more free time because I wouldn't have to worry about things as much. Oh, so you just don't like the script, Paul. That's what it is. You don't like the script. Got it. Okay. Yeah, Paul, we know what happens in Japan stays in Japan, right? Okay. Have I watched Train Spotting? Is this a movie that I've missed out on, Paul? And is it actually good or is it just Hollywood hype? Lee, wait. Spoilers for Star Wars? I'm sorry, Lee. Have you been living under a rock for the last 50, 50 years? Yeah. Because if you've been living under a rock for the last 50 years, I can understand. But spoilers on Star Wars? No such thing. Oh, it's anti Hollywood. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. We go to the Google box. Yeah, I missed that one. I definitely did not watch that one. And it has a sequel? Oh, jeez. Oh, Paul, you know, I put that on my watch list now. Right? Lee was planning to watch Empire for the first time tomorrow, Mike. Absolutely. Ti Dakota Tim. You're just Dakota Tim at this point because we have 3 Tims in chat. Um, yeah, if Natalie's heading around here somewhere, that would be news to me. So, see, Lee, you were there. You know, if I'm spoiling Star Wars for you, then something's wrong. Something is wrong if I'm spoiling Star Wars for anybody. Okay, so I watched bits and pieces of the Orville. Wasn't really into it. What wasn't really a thing for me, unfortunately. Let's see here. Obscure film you advocate is premium sci-fi. City of Lost Children, a genuine masterpiece. Hmm. Okay. I'll have to see if I can pull that out of the archives and see if I can find it then. The archives being I do a quick Google search here. Let's see. Has Rob Rob has responded. He did post it. Okay. So EOD Tim, yes, Rob is going live and I am tonight. And yes, I will set up the redirect for him. Right? Meow. And I say right meow because if you say right now fast enough, right now, right now, it's almost sounds like you're saying right meow. So I just go with right meow. Okay, well, just don't let Frank touch your computer, Paul. That's all I gotta say. No, I'm joking. I'm sure Frank's great with computers. There's late shift. It popped right up for me. Fantastic. All right, redirect is saved. That way I have it in there. Yeah, I Firefly was interesting. If I'm thinking the right one, that was yeah. If it's the proper weird one, absolutely. Really, Mike? Do you now? Well, I was actually in contact with Sherry, and she's the one that got everything set up for me for the radio oddity thing. So I'm all set there. So thank you. It actually uh, it actually shipped from Sacramento even. All right, so Evan is going live on 40 meters in just a few minutes. So you know what that means. Dawn's gonna disappear. Dakota Tim, yes, I am. Okay, I'm a dog person too. Don't get me wrong. I'm a dog person too. I've grown up with dogs my whole life. You know, we had 2 cats until I was about age 7, and then something happened, and we lost the cats. But yeah, I am definitely a cat person. I wish I could get a cat again, but the family won't let it happen. So yeah, no, I'm definitely a cat person. I know Dawn Radio over YouTube, absolutely. No, Paul, I'm a catty person. not a catty person, but a catty person. Get it right. I love this. I love having fun. Yes, it's I'm the only one on screen, and everything, but I trust me, I'm having a ball. No pun intended for any sort of puns there, but yes, I'm having an absolute ball. Lee, yeah, you're right. You're right, and that's exactly who Mike's standing next to. I can definitely tell you. Mike, I should have been there this week, but work had other plans. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to go down there and have fun. Yes, I know cats do like balls. Absolutely. They speak balls of yarn. Oh, yeah. Does go live too, doesn't he? That's okay. There's enough to go around. Um, just quit. Just quit what? Cats? Never. Never am I quitting cats, Mike. Quitting cats is well, that's like stopping drinking all the good beer and whiskey. That just you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Quitting cats is like never growing old ever again. It's just not going to happen. No one has the elixir to life. Oh, the job. Hey, I'm not a jughead though. That's the fun part. Yeah, I wish, but Mike, there's a whole family that relies on me, and the bills, and I have three companies that are constantly after me. For constantly after me, power, water, and gas. So yeah, that's there. You love your Labrador. He's the best. You don't know if he likes cats. He likes to chase them. He's Coco the Wonder Dog. Well, what you got to do, Tim, is you got to put Coco and a cat or whatever. Get get them in an open area where they can just hang out and maybe have fun and sniff around and show that they're you bring each of them to you with their respective treats and be like, hey, yeah, this is, and then bring them both together at the same time and be like, yeah, this is we're all family here, we're all good. So, oh, 9 degrees and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So what is that with the wind chill, like -3 at least, maybe? That's no fun at all. But that is winter up north for you. Absolutely, that is definitely winter up north. Wait, I shouldn't be muted over here. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted over there. That's interesting. Okay. I happened to look at one of my toggles here and it showed that it was muted when it's not. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, and there goes my timer. I will be right back. Yeah, Wild, exactly. Never be too sweet or they will eat you. The zombies love the sweets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Last time you did that, he chased the cat 50 feet up a tree. Jeez. The cat must have not liked him. Because, yeah, I know a handful of cats and dogs that get along great. Like, no problem. Like, they cuddle and sleep together. You know, literally cats and dogs sleeping together. So, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. Why does this? There we go. I'm like, why does that not want to go to that screen? It's nice having some of my screens back. I don't have the whole studio set up back up and running, but when I do, I will, and it'll be lots and lots of fun. Oh yeah, that automatically drink. That automatically drinked. That automatically dropped. Don't forget, guys, I have links, and if you click that link, you can join my Discord. There's Patreon. There's the shareables playlist, so my watch hours get up and all that fun stuff as well. So there's all that up there, and I should still have it in my hotkeys here. Yeah, I do. Okay. Go check out Wonder Hussy, aka Sarah Jane, and leave a comment on her recent video that you're part of the Frank's Rails crew. Say hi, saying hi or whatever. Yeah, who's ever heard of a three cat night? I mean, really, Hollywood, real, yeah, really. I think Tim up there with 9 degrees and 60-mile-an-hour winds is like a 5 cat night. I know it's dog, but still. But yeah, there are lots and lots of fun there. No, Hollywood. I could go really. I could go really wonky with you. 3 cat night. That sounds like a fun time. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah. So as I was saying, Wonder Hussy here. Why is that cut? Why did that cut off? Out of everything I post, that cuts off. Okay, Wonder Hussy here. Just shy of by a few hundred of her 300K that she wants to get. She's in Quartz Fest right now. So Mike, Traveling Ham, Mike. If you happen to see Wonder Hussy, and you know, here's her link. You can see approximately where she's at in Quartz Fest and whatnot. Uh, you know, say hi to her. Say you're a friend of Frank's Rails, Frank of Frank's Rails, and she knows who I am. We've communicated. That's there. Want some whiskey in your water, some sugar in your tea, Jason? I hate to spoil it for you, bro. I like my whiskey dry, and I don't like my tea. I I'm not a tea person. What's with all the crazy questions? Who's asking you crazy questions, Jason? Is it the voices in the head again? You know, because my voices in my head are telling me some really funny things. Or are y'all sitting here quoting song lyrics now? That's probably what it is, and I'm missing out because I missed out on all the good music apparently. Even though I grew up on 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s rock and country. Frank entirely missed references. Got it. Cool. Frank missing references. 101 chance you'll win that bet. And that you know that no, not even 100 to 1, like a 5 to 1 chance. It's so high it's ridiculous. Those chances are so high that I would miss it. That it's just you could place a bet tonight. Will Frank miss a reference next week? And you would win that bet. I can almost guarantee it. Oh, see, okay. Um yeah, again, missed the reference. When I was when Hollywood said a three cat night, I was going along the lines of when like when people in the north say it's cold out, they go, "Oh, it's a four dog night," meaning you need to sleep with four dogs to, you know, keep the warmth going. That's where my mind went, not some obscure song reference that I don't know for some reason. So that's where my mind went. See, Dakota Tim has it. Dakota Tim has it. Uh, Dakota Tim, I didn't even know that was possible in San Francisco. But okay. Oh. Supertramp I've listened to. Supertramp I have. Yes. That one's easy. That one is easy. But yeah, the other one, yeah. Yeah, I missed out on that one. Sorry to disappoint, Jason. Why does this keep disappearing on me? I want one thing on one monitor and it keeps moving to another monitor. There we go. Okay, now it's back on the proper monitor and I don't have to stretch so much to look up at that monitor. Well, my my darling Sherlock Holmes Hollywood, I'm not very logical, so and I think you know this by now. Yeah. Yeah, lots of fun here. So in the process of redoing this whole studio setup, I somehow damaged one of my monitors. So I'm down a monitor right now. And I'm like, I keep trying to go up from this other monitor, which would go into that damaged monitor, and it's not wanting to go up. And I'm like, oh my. I'm like, why can't I go? Why? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it's dead, Frank. Jason, are we quoting song lyrics again, or are you actually being serious this time? Because if it's song lyrics, 50-50 chance. Oh, if Hollywood's smiling, then it's definitely a song. It's definitely a song if Hollywood's smiling. So, Hollywood, what I wanted to do, let's see. This is about where the microphone was last night when I was talking, more or less, and that's about where it's been. But then I block things out. But and this is why you said what you said is I want to be where the people are. No, I'm joking. I want to be away from the people. I want to be able to sit somewhat comfortably over here and not have all of this in the way. I'm fine with maybe like that much in the way, but I can definitely tell in the in ear monitors that I'm not as loud until I come up over here like you. I run 24-inch over here, Troy. Well, 23.8, but still. Yeah, no, I have all Asus 24-inch monitors. Really, tomorrow? Wow. Okay. If you have spares, that you're trying to get rid of, as long as they work, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Wild, you got me. Yeah, man. See, those are the song lyrics that I will get. Oh, those type of song lyrics are what I will get, and other people just whoosh. They don't even get it. Oh, the perks of working IT. Yeah, I have it's Azus, and then Scepter. Scepter is the vertical that has a chat window on it. So I hit the off button on the microphone. That's another thing about this mic that I don't like. Yeah, okay. So, but we're talking about the other microphones to Hollywood, and that's what I think I'm going to edge towards is the other type that we were talking about. And Dakota Tim, yeah, anything is possible in San Francisco as long as you have the money, especially today. Absolutely. A Newman U87. Okay, hold on, Jason. I have to search this. Is Jason gonna be spending my money? Oh, spending the non-money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I'm, I'm good. I am good. No, just in case people don't see that, and that's regardless of the price, regardless of the place you buy it at. No, absolute no. Like a tenth of my setup costs that much, Jason. Good lord. Oh, Jason, you say it and I'm going to have to. Yeah, okay, only a couple hundred more at that point, but um yeah, no. Let's put it this way. I was looking at the Shure SM7 Bravo, the SM7B, or something like that for a new microphone. I do not need a $4,000 microphone. No. Oh man. Uh, and Jason, Hollywood could tell you because he's worked a lot behind the scenes with me here from across the country. He's worked a lot with me on this whole audio setting and everything, and he can tell you that yeah, I this isn't Alice Road. I want to, but it's not Alice Road. Uh, HDMI is preferred. I DVI and VGA. Yeah, I stray away from those as much as I can, but HDMI is preferred. Troy, absolutely. So now Hollywood. Let's put it, or not Hollywood. Jason, let's put it this way. Where is it? I had it in here. Where did it go? Well, while I'm scrolling for this, oh, I know where it is. Is this going to behave, please? Thank you. Go into this list, and then switch over here. So, Jason, I was choking at that and another 550 more for a lav last night. I was absolutely choking over that. So yeah, I really don't. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Let's switch back over there to this screen. Let's see. Um, that's not what I want to do. Oh, yeah, let me zoom back out so I can actually see this. Let's see. Where is... Yeah, okay. Come on. Why are you... Hold on, Hollywood. I'll search that in a minute, absolutely. But let me see here. So, Troy, uh, that that link that I just dropped right there, that's the monitor type I have, and I have it all four of them on Visa, VC, VESA, Visa. I say Visa because it's Visa. Um, I have them on those kind of mounts to have them all, all stacked and stuff. So there you go. All right, let's see here. Studio Project C. It only comes up with one result. Oh, maybe I did that wrong. Let's try that. There. Yeah, it's coming up with mostly like programming books, Hollywood. There's a... Here, let me come over here. Oh, come on. Ah, dang it. Let's see. There we go. This is the only microphone thing that... Come on. There we go. That's the only microphone thing that comes up when I search that. So there you go. Oh, and I set up this other screen in this setup so that if funny stuff happens... Oh, chat shouldn't be there. Go away, chat. I'm looking at you. I'm gonna have to go back on Team Replay and see how bad that looks. Yeah, that's what that's what I looked up. Let me Hollywood, if you want, you have access to drop a link here in chat. So if you're on your thing and you want to drop a link, go for it. Yeah, see, now that brings up all sorts of different mics when I search that. But yeah, this microphone sometime in 26 is going to get an upgrade. Because as Hollywood has pointed out, well, let's see. Okay. So this is me talking into the side of it, and I will just keep talking as I slowly rotate it around to the other side and keep my... I hit that power off switch that it has. So, as I was saying, I am talking into the side of it, as you can see, And if I rotate it back around all the way, yeah, that's quite quite interesting. Ultimately, if I could, ultimately I'd want it like, I know it's gonna cast a green screen shadow there for right now, but that's okay. Ultimately, I just want it up there like that to catch the whole, all of what I'm talking. Let's see. All right, I just got that. I'm gonna open it. Oh, currently unavailable. uh, okay. Let's see here. I'll just add to my wish, add to the private wish list for now, so I can remember to check in on it once in a while there. And actually, I have not watched that at all. That would be quite interesting, though. But right now, the microphone is literally right. Let's see. I'm zoomed out. Oh, almost got a luck there. It's literally right here, and you can see the elbow bend for it right here on the green screen. So if I were to come in and turn off my green screen, where is the stupid thing? There we go. Filters, chroma key off. You can see how high up it is there. So there's the microphone going up and then the boom stand going back down. Um, Ideally, this is how I would want it. But if it can pick me up, no problem, and it's not picking up any of the other ambient noise, and I will even go so far. Yes, I do have the AC running, Hollywood, as you know. I will go turn off the noise gate. Noise gate's off now. The gain is cranked on the mixer. It's plus 40. It's all the way up. The only other thing I can do is bring the slider up above plus 0. So the slider is naturally at 0 dB. But Hollywood, what I can do, and I know you said this was a band aid, but I can add gain in the software, but I can also hear the fan noise in the background. And then the noise gate is a lot more obvious. But it's also a little hollow sounding in my in-ear monitors. So right now I added virtual gain, about 10 dB. I'll cut that in half. I'll put it down to 5 dB. Yeah, tinny perhaps. Absolutely wild. Absolutely. Definitely sounded tinny. But I'm listening, as I said, in my in-ear monitors. I can listen to myself coming out. But Hollywood here is the final say as far as I'm concerned, because he is the audio guy. And the AC does not get turned off. Because even if the AC get, I'll turn it off for a second. And yeah, let me turn the noise gate back off. All right, that's with the noise gate off. I'm trying to figure out what else is. Huh. Okay. But yeah. There we go. Did I lose everybody? Says I'm still streaming. Says everything's good. Did I lose? Okay. This is all because cardioid mics have proximity effect bass boost when you talk. When you close talk them, they sound thin at distance because they treat your voice as noise that far away. Yeah. Okay. So if I bringing, ooh, hold on. Turn off the virtual gain there. There we go. So yeah, bringing this back down. I know this isn't the position I wanted in. There we go. Now I'm back to close talking. But now I also have to turn down the in-ear monitors, otherwise you hear an echo of me. You hear that. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's still there. It just chat got really super quiet on both sides for a second there, and I'm like, did something happen? So okay, I'm glad chat. I'm glad everybody's still there. Absolutely. So yeah, I have the noise gate back on. I have the virtual gain turned back off, and I'm still plus 40 on the gain on the mixer and 0 dB on the fader Hollywood. But yeah, I ideally. Okay, why is this not wanting to rotate the way it was? Ah, there we go. Ideally, I would want it coming from overhead so that I could just talk like this and it's picking up wherever. That's what I was talking about because, as I said, this is an L desk, so this is one side, and then the other side. The other side is here, and that's why I'd want the overhead microphone, like I guess they do in podcasts to some degree, so that I can get the whole scene audioed at once. That was what I was aiming for. But I know it's not necessarily possible. But we can continue to work on that and work out which microphone would be best. I guess a condenser would be better. I just have to figure out. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. Yeah, no, I want to change this out for something that will work as a overhead microphone, if you will, Hollywood. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal. Is I, I want to be able to say I want to point to where I sit, right? Generally speaking, I've had to move the microphone out of the way and blah blah blah, and then or if I have another image up that I want to highlight something, or I'm over on the other screen trying to highlight, point up to something. Yeah. Tim, good question. Tomorrow, okay. Um, 20. Hold on. Let me do the math, Tim. I gotta. I gotta do the time conversion here. Give me a second. No, that's not the website I want. I want the website that I use. Thank you. All right. 7 p.m. Let's see here. 7 or so. Okay, right now. I don't want Berlin. I want Pacific time. Thank you. All right. Right now it's Friday, for me, it's Friday at 6 p.m., which is 12 for you. So yeah, noon 30. So tomorrow, let's skip into tomorrow. So tomorrow, Sunday, 10:30 all the way up to Josh time would be sufficient. Yeah, I'm not up around 6 a.m. CHST. Let's hear that would be. Oh no, that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I was looking at that backwards. Hold on a second. 4 a.m. your time is 10 a.m. my time the day before. Oh, I have one better for you, Tim. You don't have to worry about Zoom. Um, so do me a favor. Hit me up when you wake up Sunday morning. How's that? Because we'll figure it out from there. I usually don't wake up till when I'm off the clock. I usually don't wake up till like 9:30 my time, which if I'm reading this right is about 3:30 your time. So yeah, 6 a.m. onward should be absolutely perfect. Yeah. Not just math on stream, but time on stream. Yeah, absolutely, Chody. Absolutely. And how you doing, UFI? How you doing tonight? Yeah, wizard math. That's what that is. Uh, Tim, I will send you a link. It's not Zoom. It's literally what we use to do streaming stuff. Well, what I use and a few others use for streaming stuff. So it's literally nice and simple. I'll send that to you after I'm done here, and as soon as you wake up Sunday morning, send me a message, and as soon as I'm up and functional, or if I'm already up and functional, I'll be like, "Hey, I'll be ready in X amount of time," and we'll go from there. So that way everything works out. Ooh, thank you, Thomas, for the sub. Welcome. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if that was on Twitch or let's see. Did that go up? That did. That was on YouTube. So thank you for the sub on YouTube. Much appreciated. Yes, the time wizard. Careful, don't let the TVA know about that. I might get time napped. With that, I noticed that it's 18:39 my time, which means it's almost time for Digital Rancher to go live at late shift. So I am going to do one last thing here. Fridays with Frank is still going to be a regular thing on both YouTube and Twitch. I have a couple other streams throughout the week. One of them is not going to be on YouTube, but will be posted to YouTube afterwards. It will still go live to Twitch. So if you haven't already, link is over in the links there. Go follow me on Twitch and set up notifications so that you know when I go live over there. And I hope to see you over there as well because lots of fun there. And I will drop this link one more time just to be safe. Wonder Hussy, Sarah Jane, she does a lot of great stuff and goes a lot of fun places and whatnot. She is almost to 300,000 subs. So she's up there with Josh. She's up there in HRCC territory. She has fun. She's currently camping at Quartzsite right now. So, Mike, Traveling Ham, if you're still lurking here, if you see her tomorrow at the Celerama, she's going to be at the end of row Y, as in Yankee, for a good bit of the morning and early afternoon. So go say hi if you're in Quartzfest area, Quartzsite, Arizona area. Go say hi to Sarah Jane, aka Wonder Hussy, and feel free to give her a sub as well, because she's almost to that 300K magic mark. Until next time, I'm going to come up with some new fun stuff for the railroad segment for next week, so come on back for that. Until then, 73 and put on, y'all. See y'all next week. Railroad